Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I wanted to show you this little cabinet. It's actually the top to a small hutch that I bought back in 2014, and I did paint it, but it needs to have a revamp. I want you to see what this actually looked like before when I bought it. I got this at Goodwill, and it looks like somebody messed up the top a lot. They just used it as a table. And it was $12.99, and I did buy it for that full price because, you know, when you see an interesting piece of furniture, you might as well just grab it. Also, this is that chair that I just got recently at the Goodwill. That matches my set. Of course, you know, that's painted, and I'm getting ready to get this painted and reupholster the top of this. And again, this was regular price, $9.99, but I did get this one half off. So let me show you what this little cabinet looks like right now. Now I did do the painting, and let's go over here because this is what's happening. I didn't use my cabinet paint. I used regular house paint, and it's yellowing on here, as you can see. And I can't get that hinge off. Two of the screws just won't come out, so I'm just going to leave it on there. I can paint around it. But this is why I'm repainting it, because it is turning this yellow color, and just a little bit on the base of the cabinet too, but mainly on the doors. And of course, I am going to be painting just the wood part white and doing a few touch-ups on the metal. Okay, now I didn't show the painting because I know you've seen me paint my kitchen cabinets before. Just the same paint I used, the Rust-Oleum Cabinet Transformation. So once I have all of this painted, and I left the top alone, I didn't paint the top, just the bottom part here, I am going to be distressing it with the sandpaper, just like I did my dining room furniture. Just want to rub some of it off here and there. And sometimes you have to go really, really hard. I'm having a little bit harder time with this sandpaper here. I may have to switch it to a different grit. Okay, so I decided I was using my 220 for some reason, I don't know why, so now I'm down to my 150, and that is working much better. And I'm sorry for the glare in here because of all the sunlight coming in the living room there. But you can kind of see how the paint is coming off. And I kind of just do it lightly when I do it, and then if I feel like I need more, I go in heavier with it and just push harder. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit on the top here. I know you can't see that. Fortunately, I had my camera in the wrong position, but I'm doing a little bit of the top here. Okay, and then I will finish the rest. But I'm going to go over here to the doors, and you might notice, you know, I didn't tape my doors off. I did not. You can tape your doors off. My doors were very dirty. I have to admit, I hadn't cleaned them in a couple of years because this cabinet used to sit in our hallway at our previous home when you first came in the garage, and it was just for a catch-all, and that's mainly what we use it for now too. But yeah, I'm going to clean them anyway. I didn't want to clean it twice, so I just paint really carefully and try not to get any on the glass. And when you do put the glaze on here, it will come off, so if you get it on the glass. So I'm just going to continue on here, and then I'm going to show you the chair because this is all that I got painted white, and I am going to be distressing this one too. Even though my chairs in my breakfast nook are not distressed, they are more heavily antiqued with the glaze, I decided to do a lighter glaze on this, like my dining room furniture, and the distressing, because this is going to be further away from my table. It's going to be in the kitchen in the desk area. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and try to get a few more spots. I know it's kind of hard to see on here, but you can kind of see a few areas that I've done. And I'm also going to do the back side too, not just this side. Just finish up a few more here. And then I'm going to get started on the glazing on the doors of the cabinet. Now I've just taken a piece of cheesecloth that comes with the kit, and this is the glaze, and I actually, with this technique here, I don't use the cheesecloth dry, I have it really wet. And then I'm going to take a dry one and wipe it off because I don't want the glaze to be on here really heavy. Now, of course, you can make yours as heavy as you want. Now, I do it really light at first because if I do need more, I can always go back on and do more. And I just go with the grain of the wood when I put the glaze on. So I'm going to be finishing up this door here, and then I'm going to do the next door, and then I'm going to get started doing the glazing on the cabinet. Alright, so the cabinet, same thing, using the really wet piece of cheesecloth, putting the glaze on, and then wiping it off. Okay, so I will be finishing up the cabinet here, and then I will be getting the glaze put on the chair. Alright, so now I'm on the chair. And I have put it on just a little bit heavier than I normally do, but I'm just kind of use the other side of my wet cheesecloth here and wipe a little bit off. Again, take the dry piece and wipe more off. So I'm going to finish up the chair and I'm going to show you what the cabinet looks like. So here it is with all the polyurethane on. I got the doors back on. I like this much better. Now I'm just going to show you the top. Back when I actually painted this, I used two different colors of brown that I had from my Rust-Oleum cabinet transformation kit, mixed them together, painted the top, and then I took the glaze and made it look like the wood grain. So I just made it even heavier is what I did. I just added a little more glaze to it. So here it is in my laundry room. I use this to put gloves, hats, scarves in. I was lucky to find these baskets many years ago that fit perfectly in here. And here it is with the doors closed. Like I said, this is mainly for catch-all. I have a little tray that has compartments in it, so you can put like your change or your keys, and that's what mainly sits on here, and mail will go on here. But I wanted to show you how you could style it since it's in the laundry room. I thought this would be a cute idea. Of course, none of this is going to be on here. I will be using this decor over on my countertops here in the laundry room instead. But just a little idea if you have space for a cabinet in your laundry room. Now here really quickly, I'm going to show you, I am not an expert at recovering chair pads. No, I am not. But this is what I do. So I have my piece of fabric here, and as you can see, I just do one staple at each end, and then I start stapling it and folding the best I can. And I have sped this up, so I'm not really going this fast because it did take me about 4 minutes, I think, to do this, to work with it. You know, like I said, I'm not an expert. I don't do it super neat because no one's going to see the underneath anyway. But I will be trimming up some of this material. But I'm going to kind of show you here on this one side how I do it, and then I'm going to finish the other side. Okay, so here it is, and I am going to be trimming all of this extra material off. Go along here. Like I said, no one's going to see it. It's underneath. Get all this trimmed off. The trick to recovering your seat pads is just make sure your material is really tight, and if you have a pattern, make sure it's straight. Alright, so here's how it turned out. I think it did pretty good because it is an odd shaped pad. Now let's see what it looks like on the chair. I just have it sitting here right now so you can see it better. It will be going in the kitchen. Now that is going to do it for the video today. I hope that you enjoyed it. Hopefully I can have my laundry room all done. I did get my rug yesterday, but it's got to flatten out for a few days, so I got to wait on that. Like I said, hopefully that will get done soon. So I want to wish everybody a very wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.